AM 1430 KRGI 105.5 FM. Good morning. I'm Brian Gallagher. This is Community Connection. It's brought to you by Cornhusker Toyota Honda, Nebraska's only combined Toyota Honda dealership. Thursdays, we turn our focus to education. Here on behalf of Grand Island Public Schools, Jill Buettner's here first. Welcome back.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
And we have a new guest. Jamie Finecy is here from Walnut Middle School. Jamie, welcome.
Thank you so much.
We're here to talk about Jumpstart6. So they've got all the information on this, so I'm going to shift it over to Jill first and let you get this started.
Perfect. Well, Jumpstart6 is something that we have been hosting for the past couple of years now, and what it is it's a transition camp for our incoming sixth graders at Grand Island Public Schools. We know that transitioning into middle school can be really stressful and have high anxiety and make kids really nervous. So we're trying to ease that by providing this camp where they can go to their middle school and learn a little bit about it before starting school in the fall on day one. Over the past couple of years, we've had students talk about how their nerves have really calmed. They're less anxious on the first day. We've even noticed that our kids that attend the Jumpstart camp tend to be stronger leaders in the sixth grade group as the school year gets started. So it's a really positive environment for them.
Sounds to me like it's a great idea already. And thinking back to school days, of course, which were very long ago, but remembering that transition because, in those days where you're shifting a school, suddenly you're going from being the BMOC, the big man on campus, suddenly you're the young guy and going, okay. And the same transition tends to happen as you get towards high school. So this way you're really prepared. So, Jamie, tell me about what some of the things are at Walnut that you think help the most when you get new sixth graders coming in.
We do schedules, so they get to have their own schedule printed out for them, and they walk around the building and they see where each classroom is. I think the buildings can seem really big, but once you see where your classes are located, it kind of makes it feel smaller. And then they also get to see match up who's in their classes so they can compare, oh, you're going to be in my math class, like let's talk and hang out. Lots of locker practice. A lot of kids come in, and that was kind of the big thing is kids think it's really hard to open a lock. And so they give them practice on a 3-digit combination lock for quite a while, and then they get to go to their actual locker and practice opening their locker. And it's just such a big sense of, this is not that hard.
It really isn't, but you still, if you're introduced to this, it would make it so much easier. And then the other thing you talked about was that transition to seeing kids that you may know from other schools, but all of a sudden they're in your life every day, and that's huge.
And then we also do team builders and games, so they get to interact with each other and in a fun environment and get to know each other better. So it takes away those jitters of, I don't know anybody. So we would love to have as many sixth graders as we can.
So this will be going on at Walnut, it'll be going on at Bar, and it'll be going on at Westridge?
Yep, all three middle schools. And all three middle schools are going to do the same general things, schedules, lockers, team builders, getting to know the building, seeing who's going to be on their team, meeting some of their teachers. We really focused on having as many of the actual sixth grade teachers there at the camp as possible. So they'll be getting to meet a lot of their teachers too.
So what's the timetable?
So the dates are August 1st and 2nd from 8:15 to noon. That is when the camp is happening. We do have a registration link available on the Grand Island Public Schools website. But if you forgot to register, that's completely fine. Just show up. We'd rather you forget to register and show up than not show up at all. If you can only make it to one day of the camp, that's great too. Any time is better than none.
But they are 2 different days. So if they can come to both, that would be helpful.
Yes.
'Cause I think there's been some confusion in the past about if it's the same thing both days. So if they can come both days, it is different stuff.
Is it welcome for parents and guardians also? Or is this something that's designed to let the kids take that first journey?
It's really for the kids, but there is some information available for the parents at each of the schools. So they'll want to get in contact either with me, and I can direct them to the correct coordinator or the coordinator at their building. If parents have questions and they want to email me, my email is jmbuettner@gips.org, and I can help them get directed to where they need to be.
thinking back to those transitions, and then when my boys started school, it seemed to be that first one was kindergarten, that first drop-off day. And some kids react, they just go racing into the building. And then there's others that are clinging and don't want to let go. And you have everything in between. As the other school transitions happened, it got a little better. But the other one that I still remember is taking both boys to college. And I think it was worse for the parents than it was for the students. But yet it all works out. That's where you just kind of have to get used to that routine, and that comfort level can grow very quickly. So August 1st and 2nd.
Yep.
So that's coming up quickly. And the registration is available at the website, gips.org.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else that we should drop out a hint, or is it basically invite? Y'all come and you'll learn much, and you'll feel a lot better when you're done.
Yes.
Yep. It's a free camp. So as long as you're an incoming 6th grader for Grand Island Public Schools, if you need to extend your summer break away from or get your kids out of the home a little bit, give them something to do, we'd love to have them.
It's official. You've been invited. Great. Jill Buettner and Jamie Finecy on behalf of Jumpstart6, August 1st and 2nd will be the dates, and more information available on the website at gips.org. Great job. Come back and see us again, and we'll hear about another success story, I'm sure. Thanks.
Perfect. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Good morning from AM 1430 KRGI 105.5 FM.